All right, rock and roll. Ladies and gents, we are live. Scotty Z here, back in your living room, wherever you are. Today's going to be fun. We are having a conversation with a fantastic individual with a lot of energy and a lot of passion around this conscious awakening, this conscious movement. And we're going to bring Monique on in just a second. But guys, if you are coming in live, do me a favor, say g'day in the comments. If you're not Australian, you can say hello, that's fine. And if you are watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay in the comments so that I know you're there, because we always come back and check these comments. But this is the go, guys. There is a massive movement right now of people that are either choosing to have the government mandated poison that a lot of us know, and especially if you're following me here or you're on this journey with me, we know a lot of us are saying, it ain't going to happen. I'm not going anywhere near your criminal pharmaceutical thing in the arm. I'm not interested. I'm going to stay pure. I'm going to stay conscious and keep myself poison free. And yet we're not being allowed to go into cafes and restaurants and cinemas, and people are losing their jobs and all of this. So there seems to be, at this stage, we can either fight against it, which I've been to many a freedom rally, and maybe you have as well, or we can just start to do our own thing. In today's conversation with Monique, we are going to actually dive into what it looks like. Hey, Jethro, good to see you, bro. What it looks like to be forging our own destiny, our own community by coming together with the first official, that will be on Google Play, dating app for non-poisoned people. How incredible is that? A dating app for non-poisoned people, for pro, what are we calling it? Pro conscious, awake people like us. There's actually a dating app coming out. We're going to talk about why that's important, but I also want to ask you, do you feel that this is something great? Now, maybe you're not into dating apps, but the whole idea, and if you are into dating apps, great, get on this one, you're going to love it. But the whole idea, g'day Vader. Hey guys, if you are seeing us now live or in the replay, give us a shout in the comments. I've got Jethro and Vader in there already. I see lots of people coming on live. Give us a shout. But what's your thought on that? Is it a good thing that we are forging our own community, our own destiny, or is it just creating more division? I'd like to hear from you in the comments too. But let's bring in Monique. And Monique, please, a little intro of yourself. And how do I say your last name? I should have asked that.
Sure, it's Garrios.
Garrios. That's how I was going to
Garrios.
say. What are you,
Of
Italian
course.
background or something?
Actually, Lebanese background.
Lebanese. Love
Yeah,
it.
so there might be a lot of
Fiery.
hands going during the conversation.
Yeah, love it. Oh, I've got our first taker into your awake dating app, Jethro Harmon, saying, "I'm pure blood and single, ladies and gents. Look out, look out." So, Monique,
Yeah.
a little intro of yourself, if you can. Tell us a bit about your background, but dive us into the awake dating app and why you're doing it and why you think it's important for us now.
Yeah, sure. Look, I've already got a successful company, an international company in health and fitness, doing aerial yoga. But then with all the mandates and everything that's been going on, I personally have made a choice not to have the poison or also be with anyone who's had the poison. And that's including kissing or even friendships are okay, that's okay, that's fine. But on an intimacy level, no, thank you. No direct poison and no indirect poison in this pure body.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So ever since the whole thing's been happening, it's been about 3 years, and I haven't been intimate with anyone. Now I thought, if I feel this way, there's got to be people all around the world in the same boat, and hence I thought, well, there's got to be an easier way. You go onto Tinder, you scroll, you talk to the people. The first question I asked is, "Are you vaccinated?" Boom, that person disappears.
Really? So you
Oh,
just
they're
straight up
gone.
asking them, eh?
Yeah, look, but there was a time where other things were more important than that question. I mean, that wasn't even a question. But now, that is, for me, that is the first and foremost question. That is number one on the list of what I want in a partner, is that.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's where we start now. Yeah. So I thought, okay, I looked on Apple Player, looked out there. There was nothing available to make it easy for people like me who have made this choice to connect to other singles. So I thought, well, this sounds like my second company venture. So here we are. That's how Awake's been born.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, like you asked that question, am I the only one? I don't think you're the only one, right? And I'd love to know from you guys in the comments too, like, is this something that plays into your mind? Like Jethro saying, I'm single, is this something that plays into your mind? Like, who do you want to be vibing with? Once upon a time, it was based more on religion. The Christians would marry the Christians, or the Orthodox Jews would marry the Orthodox Jews, or whatever. Phil's saying, bring it on. People would stick to sort of their own people, right? And is it now that we've even got this like segregation of there's different people over there? Because I know like a lot of the mainstream people who have had the thing are not the people that I necessarily want to be hanging out with at a party anyway, let alone, like you're saying, being intimate with. But there's also, and I'd throw this spanner in the works, there's also a lot of good people out there that I know that have been forced or have felt forced to get it because of work, and then they're trying to detox from it, they're trying to do it. So I think there's sort of like an overlap in our community, being like the conscious awake community of people who are definitely like you and I. No way, that ain't gonna happen. I left the country, like you were surprised I'm living in Russia. I left the country to get away from that stuff. But what about the people on the overlap? Do you think that it is creating a divide, or it's like, it's your choice, you do what you do, and this is how I'm going?
Look, the thing is, the divide's already been created
And
now,
not by us, right?
and not by us. It's already been created. It's a very clear-cut decision that, like what you said, people were forced or felt to be forced to have it. Now, the way I see it is, personally for me, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone, you would have to tie me down and literally put a gun to my head to have it, because the way I feel on a soul level when I check in, it's basically like I'm selling my soul. That's how I feel it. Okay. So I think the divide's already there. I think there's people like us that have taken extremes not to have it. And what I'm doing is basically just creating a platform for people who have made that choice to connect easily, because we can't connect as easily as we did before. There's so many restrictions on us, right?
Yeah.
It takes out so many awkward conversations. Like, like, can you imagine meeting someone and you're like, hi, you vaccinated? Let's just, it's not how things should go. But the way this app does, it's like, everyone's on there is not vaccinated. They feel the same way we do. So it's just basically creating a platform for people to connect who feel like us. So that's how I feel about it.
Have you used like personally dating apps and Tinder and that sort of stuff? Or are you just at a point now where you're like, how am I going to meet these people otherwise? Or have you been into that and you thought that, I can now do my own? I've never used them, is all.
Oh, lucky you. Sure. Yeah, stop bragging.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, look, they're terrible. Yeah, you are. Well, that's a beautiful thing. Look, I have used them over the years, for many years. And so therefore I feel like I'm a bit of a veteran about it. So not only does Awake create this platform for people to connect, but I've actually created a really kick-ass dating app that has just general features that are better than any other dating app that's out there already. So that in itself it's like you're killing two birds with one stone, really. So
it's not just a dating app for our community, but it's a dating app that will compete on the global market anyway, but you have to get in the door.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Look, if I was to make it available to everyone, I'm pretty confident that'd be the best dating app out there, because the features that I've designed on there, which I can reveal a little bit on this show, if you like.
Let's go.
You want to go there? Okay, cool. So basically, with Tinder and all those other dating apps, what happens is this is me educating you on dating apps, Scotty.
Please, thank you so much. And I'm interested. I'm not on the market, but I'm curious about this stuff. How do people connect?
Oh, it's
like
really crap. It's real crap. So you go on there, you're swiping, yes and no, yes and no.
That's
yes
Tinder,
and no.
right?
Yeah. Pretty much most of them you're saying yes or no. You have to choose.
Got it.
And then if you match, someone might talk, and that's very rare. So you're just collecting people's faces. It's like an ego trip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then if someone does speak to you, it's usually immediately sexually orientated, which is kind of fine if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for something ever so slightly deeper, kind of forget about it.
Yeah, right.
And then usually when you meet them, they're not really that's if you get to that stage where you meet them, Like that's like a 10% chance, no, 5% chance. It's nothing like what you see in the profile picture. But most people jump on there, they collect faces, no one talks, you don't get anywhere. You have these conversations that aren't going anywhere, and you very, 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 very rarely get to a date. But Awake, I hold people accountable that has integrity. So what happens is when you swipe, you can swipe yes or no, but you can also pick a rose option, which means I am committed to meeting for you for a date, and I'm going to bring a rose. So we're bringing a romance back into life, old-fashioned romance. Not only that, when you match with people up the top, you get 7 days. You have to speak to them. So we're actually projecting people that moving forward towards real life connection, because everything's on the internet, everything's so cyber. I want to get people face to face, real life, human touch, human energy, energy on energy connected. So they get 7 days to speak to them. Now, if they don't speak to them, they lose their match. So we're moving people forward.
Wow. So it's not an ego collecting faces anymore. If you don't connect, then bye, the match is gone. Ooh,
exactly. You don't just get to collect all these faces and get a cheap ego boost. No, you're there for real connection. And then if they do start talking within the 7 days, they go into the chatting area where they have 30 days to go into the calendar, which I've designed, to make a date and a time. Wow. This is a first, by the way. No one knows this. Yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go, guys. Brand new.
Yeah.
This is like accountability for actually moving into what you want. You're not just what's like virtually masturbating, looking at all these matches and thinking like I'm collecting Instagram followers. No, the outcome is for you to meet and connect in real life with someone amazing. What are the things that you need to do in order to get there? Right? You've got 7 days to initiate. You've got 30 days to take action. If you can't do that in 30 days, sorry, you're not here to just muck around. Exactly. We're here to get a result.
Exactly. Like so they pick a time and a date in the calendar, and then they meet. And not just that, when they meet, both the people have to check the box that the other person showed up on the date and they met.
Again, accountability.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. And one thing, I've just had someone, I'll show this comment, saying that they've tried to download the Awake app. So we better share with people the actual, because there's people like, Awake up, I'm ready. So let's share with them the link and tell us a bit about like the launch phase that you're in now. But look at this. I'm not looking for anyone, even though I'm single. I'm trying to look for friends anyway. So Awake dating app doesn't just have to be about dating for romance. It could be also about meeting your type of people. Because like you said, we are ostracized. We can't go to a lot of these places that we could normally go to. We're all hanging out in Telegram groups. And like you're saying, let's get in person. So could people use the Awake dating app just to meet friends and like-minded people rather than a rose? Maybe there's a handshake or a high five symbol or something. It's like, hey, I'm just looking for friendship. You seem cool. Or is that part? Could people use it for that? Or
no, 100%. Look, I totally get that. I have people who don't want to. They need a flatmate and they don't want to have a vaccinated. Can we use that word? They don't want to have
a
poor.
Okay,
I'm vaccinated. I'll just mix it up a little bit so it confuses people.
Confuse the algorithm.
They don't want to have people who have had the poison. As a flatmate because of the shedding, and I completely get that because I get such bad ovary pain from anyone that's had it. Yeah, worse ovary pain. So there is an option to go on there, and it says what you're looking for. So it says friend. You can choose friends. You can choose soulmate. You can choose
one night stand.
You can choose one night
too. All right, because that's Tinder, right? That's the Tinder jam.
You can choose nothing too serious.
That's even better than
you can.
You got the wording. Yeah. You're better at this than me.
Yeah. A little buffer. Nothing too serious. So you can look for friends on there. 100%.
Great.
100%. Yeah.
Great. Because that is powerful, like you said, and the fact that, and I'm sure that the accountability system would work the same way. So we've got awesome. That's great to know, guys. If it's saying Facebook user, it's probably you're in the Tribes United group, and you need to allow StreamYard to do the comments thing. So if you are in the Tribes United group, then just allow StreamYard, and then we can see who you are. Because like Jethro saying, pure blood and single, ladies and gents, we'd love to know who you are out there. So yeah, that's awesome. Now let's please tell us a little bit about it, because already people are like, wow, I'm in. I want to be part of this. Tell us about the launch phase you're in. I will put up the the link as well, and you can share with people what they can do now to be ready for Awake.
Sure. Well, I'll just give you one more insight that
Yeah,
no other dating app has.
I like it.
So there's a thing that I've designed, and basically it's got instant dates. So there's a radar that'll tell you about the nearest 20 people in the area that you can go on an instant date with. So you're like, hey, I'm in the area, you want to meet up, and that'll go straight to that person. So like no other app has that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's really, really cool because
So it's
if
like
you're out
find a
having
find a friend in your area sort of thing. It's like
kind of thing,
Friday
yeah.
night. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Radar goes out. Hey, look, I'm like you. We're similar. Let's catch up. Let's have a chat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
That
the love
works.
radar. They go in there and it's got 20 faces of the nearest people to them, and then they can click on there and send a message. And yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that since we're doing the first revealing of Awake on this show.
That's cool. I'm excited that we're doing that.
Now, at the moment, it's about a month and a half away. I'll say 2 months to be safe. We're
Okay.
getting pre-registrations now, and if you
Okay.
pre-register, you get 14 days free.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. The design phase finished this week, and then next week we will start on the coding, which usually takes about a month and a half, and then boom, we're out there.
It's a big undertaking. So people can go to officialawakedatingapp.com
Yeah,
and
pre-register.
and pre-register, right? And so then they'll get updates by email. You'll let them know when they can download it. The coding phase is happening, and then they get 14 days for free. Can you reveal to us, is it sort of on par with Tinder or these other apps, like price-wise?
Oh, it's much better. So you're looking at paying about $6 a week.
Okay, $6 a week. Cool.
Yeah.
And look, for making friends with an app and even obviously finding the love of your life, that's nothing. And considering we can't go out and how is it? Because I'm not in Australia anymore. How is it? You're in Melbourne. I just had someone saying I'm in grey Melbourne, the exciting state. How is it in Melbourne now? Like, can you guys go out to cafes and this, that, and the other? Is it open to everybody, or what is it? What is the restrictions?
Basically, you can't work unless you're vaccinated. You can't travel overseas.
Just use
unless
another
you're
word.
vaccinated.
Don't say that word
sorry.
anymore.
I'll scramble it up. Vaccinated.
So, guys, the reason, for those that don't know, the reason that we're trying to avoid these words is the Facebook algorithm. There's a bot that's constantly scanning the words that we're using. I've been blocked a few times, probably. Maybe you have as well, I'm not sure. But I've had a lot of warnings about my account using these, speaking the truth effectively. They don't like us speaking the truth. So we're just a bit mindful of the words that we use. So we'll try and avoid that word, and we'll use like haven't taken the poison or something like that.
Yeah, sorry, love.
That's all right.
Yeah, won't use that word anymore. So
Thanks.
yeah, you can't work unless you know what.
You've had it? Yep.
You can go to cafes and that sort of thing now, but
Cool.
I don't really want to sort of do that anymore. It's kind of like, why should you get my
Interesting.
why should you? Yeah. I just feel like I mean, I do go to cafes and stuff like that, but there's still just a bad taste in my mouth as to when is it all going to uproar again. I just feel like it's a matter of time, really.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It could happen at any time, right? And this is the question. So they're saying when you go out, they don't ask for your status. So that's good. Okay, so it is more open. But like I posed the question at the start, is there's been a line drawn, right? And we didn't draw the line. There's been a line drawn. And it's up to us now to either go along with life as normal, which obviously life is not as normal, or what you're saying is, hey, there's a lot of people just like us that are saying, I don't want to participate in that anymore. I want to find my own way. But the question that I pose everybody, and I'd love to hear the comments as well, and to you, Monique, is, do we just go our own way, or are we then playing into this whole divide and conquer ethos, which is what they want us to divide. They want to be able to conquer us by dividing us. But then on the other side, there's the shedding that you spoke about, which has been, documented that they are shedding that spike protein, which can affect us, and your ovaries are telling you so, right? A very sensitive part of your body. You've obviously got a radar there, and you've done how many years of yoga and teaching yoga and leadership. Like, you're very in tune with your body, so you're feeling that. So staying away from not necessarily the person, but the effects of the poison inside their body, which is fair enough. It's your body, and you should be able to do what's right for your body. So it's both sides is what I'm saying, right? It's like, are we then creating, are we going back to the old division, or is this the way that life should be? That we find our own clique, our own niche, our own communities, and we vibe within those communities. Sort of, what's your take on that?
Oh, so many things just ran through my mind. Then I'm going to try and compilate it into a into a sentence. Um, Look, I think I agree with you. The divide's already been created, and do you know what? We were part of deciding that. We were part of making that decision. You
Yeah,
know,
because we said
I don't.
no.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whether you said no or whether you said yes because you felt you had to say yes, you were part of making that decision. So
True.
I think that we need to have accountability as to we were part of. Society was part of making that decision.
Yeah.
I think that it's kind of like do what you can, as in, we need to protect ourselves because it's very evident to me, like you said, when I'm around someone, I am in so much pain and I feel so sick.
Wow.
I'm very extra sensory. I'm like the canary. If you want to know what's going on, you send the canary in the cave. That's kind of the way that I am
Yeah.
composed. I can't help but feel that way. And yes, do I still love those people that have made that decision and have compassion for them? Yes, I do. But also at the same time, I have to protect this being
Yeah.
at the same time. So it's just like life, really. It's all about juggling and doing the best you can. I think we still use our voice and we still express ourselves as much as we can on like amazing platforms like this. These platforms are so important, and what you're doing is so important, and we need to keep talking, and we need to not be complacent. This is the thing. I think it's
Mm.
really important that we don't sit back and say this is the new normal.
Yeah.
you know this is the new normal. But so yeah, I think it's a yes, but also
Yeah, it's like that, eh? It doesn't necessarily have a black or white. There is
it doesn't.
an in between. But if we come back to our individual sovereignty and doing what's right for us, then like you're saying, and you didn't specifically say it, so I shouldn't say that. But people are saying, I want to have a partner, and I want to have children, and I want to have a family, and I want to make sure that that person is healthy. Number one, wouldn't be
Hmm.
bad. I don't think there's anything wrong with me wanting to be with someone that's mentally and physically healthy. And if I'm feeling that there is a ill health from that person, then obviously I'm not going to want to be with them. And the dating game is interesting. It took me to 36 to meet my wife after many failed attempts. And I wasn't sitting around waiting. I was trying, but it's hard. Finding the right
It
person
is
is not
hard.
always easy. So I've got to surround myself. If I'm going to go fishing, I'm going to go to where all the fish are. Right? I'm
Hmm.
not going to throw my line in a puddle and hope that the right fish comes along. I'm not going to just walk around the streets or, are you vaccinated? Have you had the thing? Have you had the
This is
thing?
what I'm
Have you had the thing?
saying.
Have you had the
Yeah.
thing? Have you had the
Yeah.
thing? No? Oh my God. Oh, but I don't like you. Damn it. Next. Have you had the thing? Like I'm going to go to where the fish are, and that's what you're doing. So fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. Massive undertaking. I don't envy you at all. You're
It's a
great.
lot.
It's a big one, and guys, you're right here at the precipice of this. So on this chat right now, like you said, Monique, you've been sharing the first details of what this inside the app's going to look like for people. So guys, if you are listening to this, head and you're interested, you want to make friends, even go and try it for the 14-day free trial. Like go and check it out. And if it's not your jam, no problems. But maybe it is your jam. Maybe you get on there and you have been isolated at home and you want to meet more people. You want to have a way that from home, you're not just watching from the sidelines in a Telegram group or on Facebook or posting another meme. Love my memes. But you're actually out there connecting with people. You can go into the Awake Dating app. You can find people in your area. You can find people based on your interests, whether they're looking for friends or nothing serious, was it? Nothing serious, or you're looking for your
Yeah.
soulmate. Yeah, nothing too serious. And you can then find the right people and give it a try. Again, if you're sitting there alone at home, maybe this is an opportunity for you to now go and connect with your community, for your tribe. Being that there is less opportunities to connect, that we are becoming more unique, let's say, right? More unique. So go and check it out, officialawakedatingapp.com. What do we got? Two months or something. You'll be giving updates, and then guys, go and check it out. I think it's a great initiative, and let's support it's called awake. Let's support this awakening. Let's support people to come together. Even if one person gets out there and finds the love of their life, which sounds like it's going to be a lot more than one, but even if that one person, you've changed the destiny of an entire family, which is fantastic. Two people that would be isolated otherwise and don't know how to connect with other people, you're now giving them an opportunity to do that. So thank you. It's great what you're doing. And guys, get in and support this. Get in and support this. Go and check it out. Official Awake Dating. You got 2 months to try it. 2 weeks to try it, and if you like it, keep going. If you don't. That's fine. It's up to you. But at least you can go check it out. So, anything else you want to share with us about this or about your philosophy around this?
Yeah, look, I think what you said really sparked a thought in me, or sparked the idea to share this. I think it's really important for people who have not had the poison to connect with other people who have not had the poison for a few different reasons. One is, I mean, there's scientific proof that when you don't connect with people, when you don't socialize with people, you can actually, it's more stressful to the body and more harmful to the body than smoking a packet of cigarettes a day, than drinking alcohol every day, then you have greater risks of heart attack. So there's a lot of science behind why connection is so important for health, but also on a soul level, I think it's really important for there to be a platform for people to connect, meet, and hopefully help me, what's that word? Procreate.
Okay, got it.
Procreate with people who have not had the poison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Keep the pure blood pure.
Exactly, to continue that divinity, untouched divinity. So there's quite a big picture. Can you take that in?
I can take that in.
Yeah.
I want to dive into that a little bit. I don't want to because I know Facebook's going to fucking kill me, but it's okay.
We can just touch on that and move on.
Guys, check this out. If you are out there and you aren't wondering if Scotty Z is going to get shut down on Facebook, go to Telegram and search Awaken Freedom Z. Awaken Freedoms with a Z at the end. Awaken Freedom. Just Telegram, you search it and you'll find my channel. It's about 2,600 of us in there sharing, connecting. I'll also be sharing the link for this in there too. So if you want to follow my antics other than here on Facebook, because I do want to dive deeper, and in there we go deeper into more stuff that we can. It's just we got more of a reach on Facebook still. But if you want to go check out Awaken Freedom Z over on Telegram, and we can hang out over there. Look, maybe it is a good versus evil thing right now. Maybe what is being said about the Satanists and this agenda to the transhuman agenda to cripple the divinity, like you said, to shut out the light that we are, is fully real. Angels versus demons, the end times, what the Bible's saying, all these prophecies are saying, and that and I believe it to be true that this poison that's being thrust upon us is part of that agenda to stub out the light within us. And you are taking a rebellious action to say, no, we will procreate the light. We will bring more heart-centered, loving, kind warriors of the light into this planet, away from your poison, away from your control systems. My kids are not going to go to your education indoctrination camps for 12 years, plus go and live your slavery system of clock in and clock out Monday to Friday and do what I'm told, yes or no. So we're not going to play that game. And it starts with us even being able to connect and meet one another, no matter what your agenda is of letting me go to cafes today and no cafes tomorrow, or lock me out here, lock me out there. We're going to find a way through this to help procreate the future, right? So, yeah, I'm with you. I agree with what you're doing, and I think it's fantastic. And not everyone will. Fuck, not everyone has to. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. But for those that feel the way that especially you feel, I feel this, but you feel it enough to go and invest your time and money and your energy into doing it.
And it's a lot of money.
I bet it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I bet it's a lot of money. But you're doing it, and you're creating an opportunity for, as I said, even if it's one family, but it's going to be thousands of families. If what you're saying is going to come true, which, we'll see. And I bet that you will, because you're the type of person, what you've done with your aerial yoga academy. And I've seen you online, you're a goer. You'll do it. You'll make it happen. And then you'll set up an opportunity for people, this platform for people to connect, be it away from social isolation, because like you're saying, no hugs, no connection, no friendship, no face-to-face is worse. It's the stress. We're born into a family of love and connection and touch. We need that. And now we're being separated with the masks and things and all of this. We've got to have that back together. So all the way from reconnecting people socially to having children, your app allows people to do that in a way that I know I show up, I walk in the door, and they're all my people. I'm in the right party. I don't have to go around and try and find my people. I'm in the right party. I'm in the right place at the right time, having the right conversations. It's all set up in a way that allows that action to be taken in order to get that result, to make a friend, to make a lover, to make a life partner, right? You've facilitated that for people. It's bloody great. And good on you for doing
Scotty.
it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, look, I think we do need to have another conversation, because really the crux of it all is that I was asked to do it. Like, I was literally asked to do it from higher power. And I'm like, and for about a month, 2 months, I'm like, no, it's too much. No, it's too much. No, it's too much. And then I literally just surrendered and said, okay, I'll do it. For all the reasons that you mentioned just before, that, yeah, look, there's a lot around that, but maybe that's another time. But yeah, I'm hearing and feeling every word that you're saying. Yeah. And have experienced it. So
good on you.
Yeah. On the same level. I hear you.
Following your heart and taking action on that, regardless of any fear. Having the courage. That's what it's about. Having the courage. And we need more people to have the courage now, just to back themselves and go for it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that you are. All right, guys, that's us for today. Thank you so much, Monique, for what you're doing. Again, everything I said, I mean every word of it, always. Good on you for doing this, and I'm excited to see it come out. I'm going to head over now to officialawakedatingapp.com because I'm curious more than anything to see what comes out. Obviously, I'm not looking for a life partner, and I don't know there's many friends in the eco village in Russia that are going to be on this app in my 20-kilometer radius. But if I was on the Gold Coast, or I was in Melbourne, or I was in Sydney, or I was somewhere in Australia, it's starting with Australia, or you're going global straight away? Or
I'm going global straight away. It's international.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So
it's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing. So those in the US, America, Canada, Europe, wherever you are, go and check it out as well. officialawakedatingapp.com. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a beautiful night.
And guys, do us one favor. If you like this conversation, share it with other people. I've seen a couple of people be tagged already, which is great. Tag them in there. Oh, here we go. I see Simone tagging Diana. Good on you, ladies. Getting out there. I know there's a lot of conscious, beautiful women in my circles, which I'm very happy about, that are looking for beautiful, conscious men, of which I have a lot in my circles as well. So guys, get out there and tag each other and connect with each other. Even here it begins. And then that allows this message to go to more people. Because the more people that we can invite into this type of conversation, like our Facebook user says, it's time to focus on what we want to create. We want to create community. We want to create this beautiful way of living together and helping each other. And it starts as simple as sharing this or tagging somebody, and then obviously heading to the website and registering with Monique. All right, guys, have fun. Love you heaps. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.